Today's episode of Literally is sponsored by Lowe's. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm so good.
Are you in Nashville right now?
No, I'm in LA right now. So I'm back and forth. I was just in Australia and I just got back. And then I head to Nashville in a couple days. And then, yeah, it's nuts.
So you're starring on the 911 Nashville. Have you not shot anything yet? Or have you already?
I've shot plenty. Yeah, we've been in the thick of it. It's been quite a crazy, as you know, like crazy situation where we're like juggling 6 different episodes at one time. But yeah, we started shooting in June, and I'm out for a couple episodes. They've been so kind to work around my touring schedule. So
Tell me about what you were doing in Australia.
I was touring. Last year, I was over in Australia for like 3 months off and on. I was filming The Voice and had a blast. And then so we just kind of backed it up with a few shows. We played Sydney and Melbourne and Brisbane, a whirlwind of like a week and a half. And then, yeah, I'm back. So I'm still adjusting. If I fall asleep during this interview,
Oh my God. Isn't it? It's the most brutal
yes.
ever. I shot in Melbourne for a while and one day I had to go from Melbourne to New York for the TV upfronts and back.
Okay, that's just insane.
I can still feel it. It was so many years ago, but literally that is the most horrifying trip ever.
Yeah, it really is. Last year I was on The Voice Australia and The Voice UK, and I had 1 week where everything overlapped. And so I was in Australia for a week filming, flew to Manchester, filmed for 5 days, and then flew back. So I understand your pain when it comes to travel.
Do you like when you're on a panel?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever feel? I feel like it could go one of two ways. This is what I imagine. Like if I were judging acting, you're a great singer judging singers. Do you have like super amounts of sympathy and empathy, or are you like, hey, who told you that you should be a singer?
I think it's a little of both, to be honest. Because it's funny, especially on The Voice, I think the most intimidating thing is walking out and seeing those chairs turned around and you don't see heads. So you're literally singing to the back of chairs and talking to a lot of, the contestants after. They were like, our nerves were fine. But when you walk out and see those 4 chairs, it's really intimidating. So I think I have a lot of empathy towards them and understanding of those stage nerves. But at the same time, this is what you signed up for. So, it's a little bit of both for sure.
Do you ever go?
I'm pretty hard though. I am. I'm a tough critic.
Do you ever have that thing you're like, oh my God, that hacky song again? Really?
Yes. There are some songs that you're just like, what are people doing? Why are they choosing the song?
Okay. Yeah. Do we have your pet? Can you give me your pet peeve song?
Oh, pet peeve song?
Like where you're just like, oh, really?
Oh God, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, this guy came out, and it was actually kind of interesting. He came out and did "I'm Too Sexy," but like as like a rock song.
Okay, that wouldn't. But that's a bad idea. That's different than pet peeve song. That's just a horrible idea.
Yeah, just in general. But it actually made me like perk up and listen because you're like, what the hell is this? So sometimes that could work for you, but it did not for him at that time. I think it's the cheesy songs that people choose that they think that they're going to get them through. And I'm like, that's not going to work for you.
I always feel like for me, it's the overwrought song. Like you better land that plane if you're going to play.
Right.
It's like, oh, I get it. I'm supposed to cry. Okay, sure. All right, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes. Yeah.
I see.
And if they don't nail it, then it can be very painful.
I see streams of blue.
I do cry at everything. I was one of those that like cried at all the things on the panel. I'm like a ball of tears most of the time, especially when it comes to music. If someone's good and moves me, and that's what I looked for. I mean, you really have to, for me, it's all about like if people can emotionally move you, because there's a lot of people who can sing, but there's like another level when people can like reach in your heart and twist it into knots and make you feel something.
Okay. So what do you, attribute that to because it's so funny you say this. I was thinking about interviewing you, and I know you're a big Patsy Cline fan, and Patsy Cline is one of my favorites as well. And the Katie Lang.
Oh, I love
obviously.
Katie Lang.
I mean, huh?
There's the
holy crap.
For both of those, there's a tone. There's a certain tone that they have that's like round and warm.
Right.
And then there's the storytelling. I mean, I think someone who really understands the story that they're telling and believes it's like acting, right? I mean, you have to believe what you're doing and commit to that. And I learned that from listening to Patsy Cline when I was little. Like, I remember she was probably one of the first people I ever listened to. And she just knew how to break your heart. And to me, those are the best singers. Katie is another one of those that just, and then when you wrap that warm tone there, it's just like, is heaven.
It's bananas. I saw Katie sing Crying, the great Roy Orbison. I mean, it's such a throwdown, and particularly when she goes for the big note and kind of like, she does this thing where it's like a plane and you're not sure it's going to reach altitude.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know what that technique would even be, but it's...
and the cry, there's also a cry in both of their voices.
Yes.
That I love. Another thing I learned from listening to Patsy when I was little is that longing and cry is just so beautiful. And they have that like little yodel break thing that happens. It's just, I don't know. It's all these little components that when put together are absolute magic. So
when you're on the panel, and the by the way, how sick are the chairs? Let's just talk about, I don't think there's a show without the chairs, honestly.
They're super cool, but they're very uncomfortable. Like they're not what you expect. I was expecting like a massage or like, give us something. We're sitting on that damn panel for hours at a time. It's not as comfortable as you think, but they look really cool.
They brought, I was on a show called Parks and Recreation, and they brought the chair. We all did a promo. You can find it on YouTube where we where we all in the chair, and we actually put the chair, I think, in Ron Swanson's office. But it was like, you would have thought they brought like the Star Trek transporter. Like you were like, this technology, and of course it's just a guy moving a handle. Yeah.
It's not anything fancy, like at all.
No, you think it's going to be great, and it's basically not.
Funny. No, not at all.
So you were the youngest solo artist to ever win a Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Does that record still stand, by the way?
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
They don't produce child singers like me anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I
feel like kids don't come out at 13 like I did anymore. It's so rare. I'm still the youngest, which is wild to think about.
And what exactly was it for?
I won for Best Vocal Performance for Blue, and then I also won Best New Artist, which I was the first country artist too to ever win Best New Artist at the time. So it's a wild ride.
It's like going to it's like, welcome to the NFL, and here's the Super Bowl, and you won it. Like you go, well, now what?
Yeah, it is. It was that for sure. I remember I went to going to the event because I was so young and because I was a country artist. My publicist, I remember asking them, I was like, should I come up with something to say in case it happens? And they're like, no, don't worry about it. It's like no one thought. And we get there and they have like the pre-awards, which my first award was the pre-awards, and I won that award. And they were like, well, maybe you should start thinking of something to say. It was so unexpected. And I look back at that. I mean, that was such a whirlwind in my life. Like I don't have like clear memories of it. I really have to like watch the whole thing again to be like, oh yeah, that's what happened.
Well, yeah, because A, you're young, and two, you black out.
You do. It was such a weird experience. I wish somebody would have told me at that time in my life to like take it all in, but that only comes with age. You never know that at 13. You don't know shit at 13.
No. But I relate because I started young. I started at 9. You started at, I mean, you already
started at 9.
Yeah, 8 actually. But
wow.
But like that local yokel stuff that you do, and we're this city where you like children's theater, and then I played every little kid part in that there was, and just knew I wanted to do it. But I've been doing it since since we were young enough to not know better.
Yes, which I think is actually a really great thing.
Yes.
I think. I mean, I started on stage when I was 5, and
Jesus.
I think I never had stage fright because it was like breathing. Like I literally came out of the womb and went on to stage is what it felt like. So I think in certain ways, starting that young is such a beautiful thing because you just have no inhibitions. And it never really kicked in. Luckily, not because I feel like because I'd done it so much all the time since 5 years old. By the time I was 11, by the time anything would
kick
in, I was basically a pro at what I was doing. So it was wild.
You'd seen everything.
Yeah.
And when you grew up in Mississippi, is that where you were singing around Mississippi?
So I grew up in Mississippi till I was 6, and then we moved to Garland, Texas. So I was singing. Texas had more opportunities for me to sing, so that was part of the reason we moved. And they would have there was Opry's, little local Opry's in Fort Worth or Mesquite, and so I would go on the weekends and sing at all these Opry's, and that's where I got the experience. Was every weekend. Every weekend I was learning a new song. I'm like a human jukebox, basically. So, it was great experience for a kid. And it was wholesome too. Those Opry's it wasn't like I was singing in bars. It was actual proper places to go sing. So it was a good way to get that experience as a child.
What's your favorite music biopic? I mean, is it Sweet Dreams? That's Patsy.
Oh, that's a great one. Jessica Lange's freaking insane in that movie.
Insane.
Ed Harris. I mean, that's such a good movie. That would probably be one of my all-time favorites.
I think Coal Miner's Daughter's better.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen Coal Miner's Daughter. I've seen snippets, but I haven't seen I haven't seen the whole thing. I need to go watch it. Sissy Spacek's amazing.
She's really singing, first of all.
Okay.
Jessica is not.
That's true.
Which is fine. I have no judgment on that.
Yeah, I think sometimes unless people can nail that, I don't want you to.
No, yes.
I need to go watch that.
That's
going to be my
so good. But it's it is that trope of both those gals did not have good pickers.
No. No, they did not.
They did not. But great early manager pickers. I know, it would be great to have an abusive, alcoholic husband but he's a great manager for podunk shit.
Right. I think that was the country music way. I mean, my dad was my manager for a while, and then that all blew up. So I think that was the country music way of keeping it all in the family. Right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, makes sense.
That was the old school way of doing things. But it made for some really great heartbreak. I mean, and granted, you think of those women, that was real. They were living that. That was, they were singing about their life. There was
that's right.
And that's what I loved about old school country music is these people were writing and singing about what they were living. And so I think the old school stuff is just so real because of that. Not that it has to be that way, but I just miss, I don't know, I miss that authenticity sometimes.
Somebody put it to me really in a way that I think makes a lot of sense is the music I grew up loving. Let's just take, for example, Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles. Now, the Eagles always had more than one foot in country music.
Oh, yeah, always.
Always. But all melodic harmonies, although there's not any somebody passed a law that there are no harmonies, by the way. When did that law get passed?
I don't know. There's a lot of laws that got passed that I'm not down with.
Somebody passed a law that that saxophone solos out. The law came down and that was the end of it.
That actually might be okay.
That's a good law.
That might be an okay law.
And then how about no vibrato? No, not allowed.
That's because there's auto-tune on everything. So nothing's real anymore.
So you telling me you can't auto-tune vibrato?
You can, but everything, I feel like when they auto-tune stuff, like everything gets kind of like smoothed out.
Yes.
And so auto-tune is, it's, to me, it's like the devil.
Can you hear it? Can you tell
Oh, yeah.
on a record? You can tell.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people use it as an effect now.
Yes, that's fine. That's
which
fine.
Is, it drives me nuts. But yeah, it is fine. A lot of pop records use it. But yeah, it's, you used to go in with like, I mean, even when I started, everything's changed from 30 years ago. Like you used to go with a tape, like we recorded to tape and there was like a take and there was no like editing. It was one take. You actually had to be able to sing.
And you could do the take and they would go, all right, this feels like it's pitchy here, and you would do it. They could drop in that note, right?
Yeah.
You go back and redo
we would
that.
Punch in. Which is just, it's changed so much. And I mean, like, I'm still old school. Like, when we go in, we record takes, and I might go in and punch in a line here or there, but like we try to get like a real overall take. It's just wild when I see someone that's like cut a record together, like there's like syllables like cut.
Oh, syllable, literal syllables.
Yeah.
I once had a friend who cut it, and I won't mention the name, a very, very famous 1980s, 90s pop star, massive hit. And he said she never sang any of those lyrics together.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Literally.
That would drive me insane.
Like it was just, it was like, grab this, grab that, put it together. But so when you listen to a song though, but can you, I know what the auto-tune effect sounds like. I'm talking about just.
I mean, sometimes you can, a lot of the times you can't, like, but when they really use it as an effect, you can definitely hear it. But yeah, it's, no, I mean, most of the time you can't, but then you hear someone sing live and you're like, oh, they definitely use that.
Yeah. Oh, well, how about people that their whole deal is not being on like, can you imagine auto-tuning Neil Young?
Right.
Or Bob Dylan?
No. I was just watching Farm Aid the other night, and it's just so, I just love them walking out and just not giving a shit.
Not a shit.
By the way, I love that that's the only thing that those guys will come out for too. Like Farm Aid. It's awesome.
I was at the second Farm Aid. And,
oh, wow.
And when it was unbelievable. That's when I went on Willie's bus and
Nice.
and the amount, the level of power of the pot.
It's just a contact high immediately.
Oh, it was, because I listen, I loved all my shit that I did, but I never was a pot guy. So I fake smoked it because I didn't want to be a nerd. I didn't smoke it. I fake smoked it. I was so high, I couldn't get out of the bus for 5 hours. I'm not kidding.
Oh my God.
So paranoid.
So you can't turn Willie down. Like you have to partake.
You cannot.
No.
You cannot turn in that bus. By the way, like it was before all the cool buses. Like,
right.
That was, people didn't have the tricked out.
No.
But it was all like, I remember it looked like a caricature of a Western saloon.
Oh my God, that's funny. It probably still does.
Yeah, I don't think he's changed it.
He probably still has the same bus. No, him.
Songs from the Bus. I'm sure there has to be an album. Songs from the.
Right.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Masked Singer.
Yeah.
You were the sun. You were the sun. You were the moon.
I was the sun. Well, so that was during COVID, and I had sat my ass on the couch for 6 months, and they called and they were like, they'd asked me to do it before. I was like, yeah, I just, no, I don't have time. And then I was like, I'll do anything to get off this couch right now.
Yeah.
So, we came up. I was like, I want to help design my costume. And because of Can't Fight the Moonlight, we were like, what can we make me that's opposite? So we went, so now I've owned the whole sky. I've been the sun and the moon.
You're the sun and the moon. You are the sun. You are the, who sings that song? I don't know. It's in the back of my head. Now we got to talk about 911. I could have told you how insane it is. You
it
just
is insane.
had to call
I'm
me.
having the best time with your brother, by the way. I love him so much.
Chad
I texted
Lowe.
him yesterday. I was like, I'm going to talk to your brother tomorrow.
How is he doing? I love him.
Great. I love him. He's so much fun. He's directed one episode I was in, and I just love him as director. He's such an actor's director, and just so chill. And yeah, he's a blast.
My brother Chad is the producing director on the spinoff. There always has to be a Lowe involved in 911 at some point. Apparently,
yes.
That is a rule, along with no saxophones. The other is if there's a 911, there's a Lowe. And COD, as I call him, Chris O'Donnell, is my golf partner.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's
very nice.
He's one of the great.
Is he good at golf?
He's really good.
Oh, wow,
and he's a made man. He's like golf royalty. I don't know if you know this. He's literally golf royalty.
I do not know this.
He's a member at every exclusive club, even the clubs that don't like actors.
Look at him, Mr. Fancy.
I don't know how he does it. Well, I do know his family is like 8th generation golf. But he's members of a club that I'm trying to get into and they won't let me in because I'm an actor. And I'm like, what about Chris O'Donnell?
Discrimination.
And then you've got Jessica Capshaw, who's just a sweetheart.
She's a blast.
And Kim Williams Paisley, who I've worked with a bunch, and isn't she the best?
She's the sweetest. I love her so much. Everybody, we've had a great time. Everybody gelled really easily. And we've got a bunch of, my son on the show is like a brand new actor. And it's just like this really loving situation. Everybody's super chill.
Are you a first responder? Or are you behind the?
No,
what are you?
I am the biggest bitch ever on this show, and I'm having the best time. I am. Well, you'll see how I'm intertwined. This show is like there's a lot more family drama on the show than anything. It's a little like dynasty-ish. In there. So that you have all the first responder stuff and all the high stakes, fun stuff. And then you have all of this family drama. So I'm intertwined into the family drama. And I'm a single mom, very manipulative. It's completely opposite of my like normal disposition. And so I'm having the best time getting to didn't you play the villain? I mean, really.
So how are you connected to either the firehouse or the call center? Like, how do they connect your character?
So Dawn and I, so Chris's character,
yes,
and I have history together.
Gotcha.
We grew up together, and so but then there's a lot more to that story that people will find out. So yeah.
So you haven't had to suffer in
not yet
the turnouts.
No. Thank God. Oh my God, their turnout stories. Bless them. And we've been filming all summer, so it's been so hot. They died in those turnouts. So luckily not. And I've yet to get drug into one of like the whole rescue things, but I know that's coming.
Oh,
I've been told that's coming very soon.
I mean, and my favorite is like when they listen. We got to a point where, in one of my favorite moments, somebody was in a cryo chamber.
Oh no.
And we trapped in a cryo chamber. We get the call and we go out and we try to, and then I realize he's trapped and he's frozen solid.
Oh no.
But, as you do, you always try to do CPR, and I do CPR and my hands go through his body.
Oh no.
And it was so ridiculous, but also so great. And I feel like that's the ultimate 911. It's like if you want reality, it's not exactly for you.
This is not your gig.
No.
You know what's funny though is that, so we would be reading the scripts and I'm like, there's no way this has happened. And they would show us like the actual, news article about this thing happening. I'm like, that is insane.
Oh yeah, the person who goes to the porta potty at the state fair and it ends up in a cyclone.
Yeah,
happened
basically. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, we all live in our own little bubble, right? So think of all the people and all the scenarios that could happen. It's definitely happened at one point or another. And they just so happen to find all of those stories to put on the show.
And you don't live in Nashville, do you?
No, I did. I lived in Nashville in my early 20s for like 7 years. And then I moved to LA and we live out in Calabasas. So I love it out here. And we actually just bought a little place in Nashville. So we started looking as soon as the show. I was like, why not?
Yeah.
So we bought this little cabin in the trees, like 45 minutes outside Nashville. And so I love it there. I mean, it's changed drastically. It's just insane. I mean, that's what's so great about the city and the show the city and the show, because the city is actually kind of its own character in a way.
Right.
You know, because Nashville's it's such a wild little city now. It's like Vegas.
Oh,
it's insane.
Well, isn't it okay, I want to make sure I get this right. It's the bridesmaid capital of the world.
Yeah, bachelorette party capital of the world.
Bachelorette party capital of the world.
Yes.
And it is bananas what you see during wedding season down there. It's bananas.
Yeah. Just a bunch of drunk girls like pedaling their way through Nashville. One of those like pedal bikes.
Yes.
Just drinking. Yeah. They have plenty to draw from just off of the stories of Nashville.
I know I have a young son who's single. I'm like, it's the bachelorette capital of the world. I'm just saying. How
old is he?
Just get a plane ticket and go down there.
Oh no.
He's about to be 30. It's perfect.
Oh, perfect.
He can, you know what I mean? It's like I bet you a future wife is pedaling away, shit hammered in a gigantic bowl she's drinking out of with a glow stick inside of it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly how you want to meet them. You know what? Tell him to come down. He's come down to hang with us.
I know. Well, he wrote on. He got his first job as a writer, writing on Lone Star, and in fact, Rashad and he co-wrote together. So Rashad is your showrunner.
Yes,
down
I
there.
love Rashad. We have such a great time. He's awesome.
He's a great showrunner and a great partner.
He really is.
What do they have you doing other than me to go out and promote it? Are you going to New York? Are you doing the circuit? I'm
doing a few things. I don't think anything's completely solidified yet, but yeah, I'm just got back in and we're trying to figure out all the things that I'm doing. But yeah, I'm doing a couple podcasts and we're doing a couple TV shows. So because it's not till I'm just seeing here. It's not till October 9th. October 9th, yeah. So we're just now ramping up, starting everything. Big premieres on the 7th in Nashville, which I'm excited about. Yeah, I'm excited for people to see it. It's, when you work on something like this for months now, you're like, okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's see if people dig this. Chris O'Donnell, when he first got the show, he's like, I just read the script, man. And like, we're not really going to do all that stuff, are we? I said, yeah. You are. You're going to do it. For sure. It's funny because I hadn't watched the show until I got the job. And I was like, maybe I should go dig into this and see. And the first couple episodes I watched of 911, I was like, wait, what? And then you realize, and then once you get hooked, then you're like, you bought into the insanity. Yes. And then I watched like all 8 seasons. I did. I was like, I'm actually into this now. I'm watching it on planes. And I mean, I love it. It's so fun. And it's Brian Murphy, so it's always going to be a little camp. Yeah. And once people buy into it, people love it. I mean, there's some serious 911 fans, as I've learned on the interweb. These people are invested. And the level of insanity. Like I was like, because Chris is coming off of NCIS Los Angeles, where literally that was like a factory. Like they had it down to a sign. I bet you they rapped every night at 8. Which is so nice, isn't it? Oh, dude, 911. I was like, bro, you're gonna be hanging your ass off of a bridge. Yeah, they're gonna be dangling you into the river. There's no like going back to your trailer and hitting the driving range and working on your 9-iron. That's not happening here. No, and it's the first season of the show, so they're still trying to work out all the kinks and everything. So it's like 1 minute we're doing this scene, and the next minute, oh no, the 24 hours we're switching to this scene. Like it's been nutty. But who's in the call center? Who's the operator? Is that Kim? That's Kim. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great. Do you know? That's a great gig. It's a great gig. Is somebody. I want to feel like Connie Britton in the very first year, who's great. Or someone came up with the idea that literally reading the dialogue, just reading it, not even acting it,
reading it was the most effective way to do it. Because when you think about it, an operator isn't acting. By the way, they're so dry, it's information. If any, they don't want to be emotional.
Yeah, for sure.
That's always my thing, like about air traffic controllers in movies. They either are perfect or they're horrible.
You can't panic.
No, and you're just reading it. You're just like, you just, why not just read it?
Yeah. Which I guess would probably be, to make that interesting, it's got to be a bit of a challenge. More so than you probably realize.
100%.
Yeah.
I think that's the unheralded hard part of the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me about, so my brother has been treating you well.
He has been treating me well. He's so sweet. And he loves you to death. He talks about you all the time.
Does he
all
get
good things.
He must have stories.
Oh yeah. He's definitely he's got stories. He was telling me that you guys had yours pretty much down to a science, that you kept them on the straight and narrow, which is good.
No, on my show, there would come a time, as there always is sometimes, where the work has kind of gotten away from everybody for no good reason. Mm-hmm. And my line would always be, self-rap is imminent.
I'm going to use that. And self-rap is imminent.
And we were shooting one day with a horse.
Oh no.
And we shot all day with the horse. The horse was great. And then at a certain point, it ran across the corral, jumped the fence, and went into its trailer. So I have a hat that says self-rap is imminent, and it's the horse jumping over the fence.
Oh my God. I need one of those.
Isn't that great?
I need one of those. That is so good. Yeah. When the horse runs, it's time to rap.
Right. We got to the point where we had codes and lingo for everything. Like I would show up on the set and it would be like a labyrinth, and they got to show me where to go. I go Frampton me, which is show me the way. So Frampton me is a good one. And then of course, inevitably there's Total Eclipse of the Heart, which is Turnaround.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
I'll just start singing that
we're
one.
Turning
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Like whenever they go, all right, that's okay, we're turning up. Turn around, bright eyes.
Yes. That turn around. That's a good one.
This all came from the lost art of movie and TV vernacular, which is going away. Do you know what a Mickey Rooney is?
No. What is that?
A Mickey Rooney is... So when the camera pushes in, it's a little creep.
Oh, okay.
Mickey Rooney's a little creep.
That's so bad.
Isn't that awful? Look, that's really, really awful. I know that is awful, but that is what when I came up.
So bad.
Yeah, a little creep. Let me think what other. When in the days when you weren't on zoom lenses and the DP would call out for a lens. Sometimes they'd ask for it wasn't a lens, an aperture.
Okay.
So the aperture on the lens.
Right.
I had a DP that would go, Tom Cruise, which was 5'6".
Oh my. These are so funny.
And then this is really a bad one.
That's awful.
You ready for this one?
Yes.
Joan Collins, Wide Open.
Oh.
Really bad.
There's a reason these are fading.
Yeah, you can't. That's right. This is you go right to HR.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh my God.
The other thing, also on the other side that drives me crazy are the new lingo for movies and TV that have come from a new generation, and I'm the old man yelling at the clouds about it. 100%, I'm that guy.
Right.
Which is why don't you go over and talk to Scripty about it?
Scripty?
You haven't heard
I haven't
Scripty?
heard that one yet.
Oh,
no.
God bless you. Haven't heard it. Just wait.
It's like crafty, but Scripty.
No, not that. Yes.
Crafty's been said for ages now.
No, it's craft service. Come on.
It's crafty. I don't say crafty. I say go to craft. Yeah. Like
the craft service. Yeah. Crafty.
Yeah. Crafty. So everything has to have an E.
Scripty. And then the other one, and I think a lot of these come from Canada. In fact, I know they do. They come from the proliferation of work in Canada. And the other one is Well, you've got about 20 minutes here, so if you want to go back to the circus.
To base camp?
Yeah, circus. I'm always like,
well, it is the circus. I feel like that's accurate.
That's your whole show.
Yes, we're the circus. Yes.
Now, believe me, your whole show
sure
is a circus. But yeah, the circus is a good one. That's the one that drives me.
That is funny. I like that one.
Bananas. What's the biggest stunt that you've witnessed so far this year? But you're not really in the stunts. You're kind of in your house.
I haven't really witnessed anything. I do know. I mean, they've closed down half of Nashville on the show, which has also been kind of one of the reasons. Like they get permits to close down things, and then all of a sudden they can't close it down anymore. Like they've been closing down like the main bridges, like wild stuff. So it's juggling the city and when they can do things and when they can't has been quite wild. But yeah, I haven't been on the sets of the major.
Good. You'll get to be surprised when you watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I have a question. You're the perfect person to ask this.
Yes.
I asked this to somebody the other day. You're the perfect person.
Uh-oh.
I go to a lot of baseball games. I go to a lot of sporting events. Obviously, there's the National Anthem. When did the last note of the National Anthem change?
Oh, right. Yeah. No,
right?
I agree with you.
Can you give me the two differences?
This is so... Well, there's just the "And the home of the brave."
That's the National Anthem.
Yeah.
Now it is...
"And the home of the brave."
By the way, how sick was that?
And that's putting it mildly, by the way.
But there's also one that's in a different, that without the trilling on it, where it's literally a different note.
I've heard people walk up the scale. I've had people trio.
Yeah.
Well, there's always the free, that thing, and the home of the brave, which is after Whitney Houston did that, is pretty much every girl goes to do that note, which I don't mind as long as they hit it. But the end, just let it die.
Oh, it get full stop.
Full stop. I agree.
I think what it is we want full stop.
I agree.
We don't want that. It's that half tone rise that drives me ballistic.
Yes. I feel you.
Have you ever had to time it to a flyover?
Yes, many times.
What is that like?
It's hard because you want to do it with feeling, and you're they're sitting there going like this on the sideline.
No.
So all of a sudden you start slow, and then you hear it speed up, and then speed up a little bit more. So yeah.
So there's a guy. So those of you who don't know, it's always what I love is coming to the stadium and seeing the guy with the sat phone. I go, oh, we're getting a flyby.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah.
And so there's a guy on a sat phone talking to the pilot, and they're coordinating with you singing to your. Do they? So they start giving you the wrap it up clop. Do they ever give you?
Sometimes they'll do this on the sideline, and this I've been singing the National Anthem since I was 10 at the Dallas Cowboy game. And, so I used to do those big events when I was little, and I would actually practice. They would tell us it needed to be 145. So I would practice. I would get a click and figure out exactly what 145 was. That was before they would give you anything. So they would just trust you. They would send you out and trust you that hopefully it's going to be 145. So I would literally get it in my body at the right time. Yeah.
Wow.
It was a lot went into it back then.
I like to sing it in the shower. But everybody
you sing the National Anthem in the shower?
I do. I know. Am I a nerd?
I love you for that.
I'm a super nerd.
I love you for that.
I do. I'm really good in the shower. I'm just too scared.
It's not a song that for the faint of heart. It's not to walk out in front of thousands and thousands of people who obviously are representing America. And if you mess that up, people get pissed. I mean, I've luckily, knock on wood, never forgotten the words, but it's easy to do. We're all human, and people they have no mercy for anyone singing the National Anthem.
It's one of my favorite things to do is to watch supercuts of people butchering it. And I don't so much like when they sing badly.
Right.
But I love when they screw the words up.
Oh, no.
And the one I always like is, and the Rockets were there.
Oh, that's a good one. They were.
They were there. The Rockets were, and the Rockets were there. They were there.
They were there, and they were boasting in air.
It's not an untrue statement.
No, it's not.
The Rockets were there. And then also the other bit that I like to do to entertain myself is to butcher the lyrics. Like, what would be the funniest iteration of butchering?
You come up with.
Well, the Rockets are there is pretty good.
Yes.
The people go that gave truth through the night.
Yeah.
And then the like old-timey speak, or as opposed to over and stuff like that.
You know what? I'm gonna have to completely erase this from my mind when I go to sing the national anthem again, because I'm gonna all of a sudden start. I'm like, it's all Rob's fault.
If you sing and the Rockets were there, I will love that so much.
As long as you sing it with conviction.
Well, that's the other thing. You can get away with it. As long as you sing it with
conviction, like it's supposed to be there. That's the thing I've learned. I actually did it the other night. In one of my shows in Australia, I had the first two lines of the song. I don't know why I couldn't remember this one word. And I say, and I'm summoning the spirits of my ghosts. And I could not think of the word summoning. So I said fumbling, and I meant it with 1000%. It rhymed.
It works for me.
It worked. And I'm fumbling the spirits of my ghost. I'm like, well, it sounds similar. So hopefully people didn't notice.
I always say that to young actors, and it's a live thing, is just have confidence. When you go up, you forget a line, or you don't know where you are, or God forbid you're lost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're lost on stage, I just own the silence, walk right down stage center, look out at the audience, and just take them in. Like, this is part of the show. This is the time in the show
actually great,
where I come down front and I look at you and I just take and then use that time and you go right back. No one will ever know. Ever. Yeah. They'll never know. Ever, they'll never know.
That's actually genius. I'm now, like, I mean, when you've been on stage for as long as we have, like you've been through everything, which I think it's great to have all of those experiences where you totally screw up, because it's just another one that you can draw from what to do in that situation. And now I'm just so, like, if I forget something, I mean, I went out the other day and like I start the show with the piano and I hit the complete wrong note and I was like, oops. Like you just roll with it, and you have, I make a joke out of it, and it never bothers me anymore. I mean, we've messed up songs on stage where I'm like, can we just stop and start over again?
People love that. And by the way, people love it.
They do. Yeah. It becomes so the other day, I had an incident on stage the other day where I have a bridge in the front and my bridge fell out.
I saw this video. It was viral.
Yes. And my bridge fell out and I was like, oh shit. In the middle of the song, I was like, hold on. I went up the side stage and I went like this. And I'm like, okay, it's going to stay there. Finish the song. And then I had two options to cancel, like to walk off stage and after 3 songs and not sing, or to continue and tell them what was happening. And I had the best show with these people because we laughed the whole time because I'm literally singing, going like this, And they were like family by the time they left, because the humanity and everything.
Yes.
People love it. So yeah, I chose the other path. It would have been easy to walk off stage, but I'm like, whatever.
Well, now you know it probably never happens to you, but if it's not a good show, now you know, just make the bridge come out.
Yep, exactly. I'm like just shaking it.
And the Rockets were there. Bridge out.
Walk to the center of the stage, take them in, and then walk off.
Oh, walk to the center and take the bridge out. How sick would that be?
People would run.
This was great. Thank you so much for coming on. This is but give him a lot of trouble for me. Why don't you just go on? Okay, here's what I want you to do. Next scene you're doing, just be like, this just isn't working for me. I don't think my character would do this, and just go full on Daniel Day-Lewis with them.
Can we rewrite this?
Yeah, can we rewrite this? I don't think that this scene should be taking place in the kitchen. Right. Like, what? I think I'd be in a different room.
Can we go outside? Yeah. Oh my God, yes. And then what is it again? Self-rap is imminent. Is that what it is?
Self-rap is imminent.
I'm using that.
Right?
He's not going to be able to get away from it.
No,
He's going to be like, what?
Self-rap is imminent. It's, it's like Friday night. It's a night shoot. You're under the rainbirds.
Yep.
Like
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Self-rap is so imminent then.
So imminent.
So imminent.
Yes.
But no, and it's and I always like when it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back, where it's like they've done your coverage and now it's like over your shoulder.
Yes.
On like a flame.
Right.
That's when self-rap is imminent.
Yes. I agree. I feel you. Oh my God, so good.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you on the show.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Literally, sponsored by Lowe's.